Hi eye catchers, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today's video is going to be my year review, my first year on YouTube. Wow. I started my channel on February 4th, 2017. My first video was a Valentine's Day video on February 14th is when it was posted. When I decided to start my YouTube channel, I was in a really awkward place of life, I guess. So I graduated from college in May 2016. Throughout my whole time there, I was taught, you have to have a job in corporate America. You have to have a job in corporate America. I have a business degree in marketing. So that's where it comes from. So I was always taught, like, you gotta get a job in corporate America. That's what we had to go for. We had career fairs with amazing companies that would come. It's how I got my first job right out of college. Love the company I worked for. It just wasn't the right job for me because of personal reasons. It didn't fit the description that I applied for, and it was a lot more than I thought I could take on a few days out of college. The kind of person I really am a people pleaser to a fault. I don't want people to be upset. I really don't. I don't want people to be upset, and if I can help it, I want to try to make them feel better. So I was very uncomfortable with being in a place where I didn't like my job because I felt like I was letting down my parents, who have put me through this amazing education at North Carolina A&T State University. That is where I have my degree from. I'm very proud to be an Aggie. My fiance, we chose to move back to his hometown because that's where the job I got was offered, and I thought that was, of course, fate. I was like, yes, God is telling me this is what I should be doing because it's in his hometown. That just makes sense. We're going for it. So I felt like I was letting him down to be at that crossroad. So I was at a crossroads. I was very torn up inside because I just didn't know, I'm only a few months out of college. Do I just quit a job that's, a good paying salary, nice manager? Just the job was just completely wrong for me. But I did end up deciding to quit my job. That is probably one of the hardest decisions I've made to date. I never thought I would be in that position. I was torn up about it. I mean, literally sick over it because I couldn't believe that I was quitting my first job out of college. Like, this is the start to my career. That's what I felt. I was like, what are you doing? I was in a position where if I quit my job, I could be okay for a little while, not long. So I quit my job and I just started looking everywhere possible in our area of something in sales and marketing because I needed a job and I needed something that fit me better. And so I was looking and looking and looking. It did take a few months and that was hard. So as I was home, of course, I'm home, so I watch some TV or something. I mean, as I'm looking, I can't look for so long. So until I got calls for interviews, I was watching TV or on YouTube, and always watched YouTube, but never as heavily as I do now as I am a YouTuber. But I just was so fascinated. Like, that fashion and beauty has always been my passion. It has always been what I wanted to do, and that's why I got a marketing degree, so that I could go into marketing for a fashion magazine. That was my goal in life. Still is my goal. Just success is not a one-way street. It takes a few left turns and right turns and overpasses. So, it's going to be some road bumps to get there, so that's okay. But that is still a goal. I have other goals that deal with that I want to pursue. So I said, Ivy, why don't you start a YouTube channel? I already had a nice camera because my parents both own a photography business called Davenport Projects. So I did have a nice camera. Thanks to my dad, it's been his passion for years and years and years. So he got me into photography. I was on yearbook in high school. Like, I've done a lot of photography in my life. But either way, so I did have a nice camera, and I knew I could get, some likes from him because he owns a company. I was very nervous to record my first video. I mean, that's nerve-wracking to talk to a camera. There's nobody, to talk back to you to tell you, oh, this is good or bad. But I recorded my first video. I am so glad that I chose to do that. Being on YouTube has just shown me how creative I really am, how to not give up for my dreams and know that there are other avenues to get to where you want to be. That's hope, and that's empowering, and that is so awesome to know that you can dream a dream and you can make it happen. And I'm trying not to get tears, but you can make it happen, and that's like That's what I want to portray on my channel, is that this is hope. Yes, I'm talking about makeup, but that's just my passion. Talk about what your passion is if you start your channel, or you start that business, or you go for that degree, whatever it is. It showed me to go for my passion and go for my dream, and that's what meant so much to me. So this whole year on YouTube, I mean, my channel has been growing, which has been awesome. Some people have reached out to me to collab in terms of getting affiliate codes. I've gotten some stuff sent to me that I will talk about on my channel in later videos. It's been great just to learn more about lighting, to learn more about cameras. Even though I had a basic knowledge, not as deep of one as I have come to understand how I want to design, learn about how to brand yourself, how to talk more eloquently, how to give a better speech. I mean, it's just so many things that I have learned on my channel. I've gotten even better with my makeup skills, in my opinion. And I just learned that there is so much out there to access. I love watching other channels because I love to see, you know, quality of work they put out, or their story on how long they've taken to get to where they are. And it's really inspiring to see, you know, women of color doing it big. That means a lot to me because, you know, it's hard pressed to make it in this world, period. So to see a woman of color, such as like Jackie Aina or Alyssa Ashley or Makeup Shayla, like just to name a few, I mean, to be really going out there, or Nyama Tang or Ducky Thought, like, you know, Too Much Mouth. I mean, really big YouTubers who are of all shades and range in terms of the women of color spectrum, and they're doing it big, is so inspiring to me. And even not just women of color, but, you know, other women, period. Like, I love watching Shay Whitney. She's a luxury handbag YouTuber. Alex Garza is one of my favorite YouTubers ever. I love her fashion and style. I love her family life with her husband. It's just so many. Desi Perkins, Katie. I love watching them. As far as makeup people go, they're one of the best makeup people to me. Nikki Tutorials is an awesome makeup guru who has like 8 million subscribers. I mean, awesome stuff. So just, you know, really cool things that I never knew were possible. This YouTube world has opened me up to just so many possibilities. So definitely my advice is, if you want to start a channel, start a channel. iPhones are great to start on. You don't need crazy lighting. I mean, God just lined it up for me to have some of this equipment, but even if I didn't have it, go for it. I would have done it on my iPhone because it has brought me so much joy. You know, hearing people say, oh, well, I saw your video, or telling my parents that, and, you know, my fiance, whatever, like people just even mentioning that they saw me. It's uncanny, the feeling, just to know that somebody saw it and they liked it. Like, what? Somebody liked it? That somebody actually liked what I was going to put out. It's just amazing. I'm making it happen. I'm going for my dreams every day. And just thank you so much to the subscribers I do have. Thank you so much for anybody who has viewed my video, who likes my Instagram post. You know, thank you so much. And I'm just praying for more growth this year. I really am. But with that, I wanted to share just a few ways that I stay motivated on my channel. My new year personally starts on January 26th. That is my birthday. So ways that I stay motivated is I did get a planner. It says big plans on the front, which I thought was awesome, and just, you know, kind of my theme of 2018. Big plans. I'm getting married. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I am looking to get into this world of fashion and beauty even more. So big plans fit the message for me. I'm booked and busy already, so it's got the entire month, and then you can flip and actually write down what you're doing on each day. So I really like this planner. I got it from TJ Maxx. Those are great places to get planners. Something else to help me stay motivated is I like to write inspirational quotes on some sticky notes, or just goals that I have for the end of the year. I have a long mirror, that's a long stand-up mirror, and I put some sticky notes on there for different goals I have for the year. Short term or long term, I want to try to achieve them within the year of 2018. I have some inspirational messages on there, and, you know, just add to them throughout the year. Take the ones off that you accomplished throughout the year, and that, for me, just seeing it in person to say, oh, I took this sticky note off, that means I completed that goal and I completed that task. That's just, you know, that makes me feel like I'm going somewhere. I'm doing something. I'm achieving those dreams that I laid out for myself. Something else that I would say really helps me stay motivated is my fiance. He does help me stay accountable. If he will mention if I haven't recorded in a while, or he's there to help me set up, someone to help me set up to record. He gets all my stuff ready and, help me with the background, the lighting, all of that. He's my behind the scenes guy, and I couldn't do it without you. I really couldn't. So having someone who, it doesn't have to be your significant other, whoever you trust, to say, hey girl, you doing what you said you were going to do? Are you on top of your goals? Well, you have someone as your accountability partner saying, checking up on you. It makes you think like, okay, I got to get on top of it if I'm not. Like, whatever your goal is, having someone there pushing you and checking up on you, even when you don't want to be checked up on, and when you don't want to be told, like, you need to be doing this because you said by this time you were going to have it done. That's the person you need in your life to help you complete your goals. Something else I could say, when you go for your dreams, it's really scary. And it was scary to start YouTube because I was like, I ain't nobody gonna watch my channel. It was risky for me to quit my job. That was risky. That was the riskiest and scariest thing I've ever done. And I did not like it. I didn't like feeling that way. I like to know what's going on. I like to be in control. That's something about me. I started to feel myself get sad because I hadn't found a new job. And a new job did come, and thank God for it. And I was not out of work for very long. It was a few months though, so that was hard. But I took a risk during it. I said I'm gonna start my channel, told my friends about it. They were like, okay girl, like I see you, I'm here for it. Like, and that meant a lot. I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. People are here for it, people into it. So I was like, okay, Ivy, we can do this. And it's been great. It's been really great. So just taking that risk has been awesome. I think that's when things started lining up. I started my channel in February. I had already interviewed for my job a month before, got the job, I got my job at the end of February, started in March. So it all kind of just lined up. I think when you start to go for your dream, things are going to come back for you. I think when you start to put your positivity out there, you start to ask God for blessings, and you start to walk in faith and in his love, I think that he's going to give you his faith and love back. He's going to give you your blessings and prosperity. So just my personal opinion, I'm not trying to get everybody's religious life, but that's my opinion. I do believe in God, and I think that when you pray, you ask, believe, and receive. I mean, that's really what I believe. And even though it's not going to come as quickly as you want it sometimes it does, it's going to happen. And you have to believe that. Another tip I have on staying motivated, and this is just something that helps me, getting a great routine for your day. So I do like to try to get up in the morning and work out. Working out is so good for your mental and physical health. Physically, I don't feel as tired at work all day. It helps me to feel ready, to get the day going. I'm not as sleepy. I'm upbeat. I just see my energy and my mood is more improved when I work out. And my routine, of course, going to work, eating healthy at work helps me stay on track so I don't feel so sluggish when I get home that I don't want to record because I'm like, I'm so tired from the day because I didn't eat as well as I should. So having a routine that works for you, that's just what works for me. Working out, going to work, eating healthy, and then coming home and doing what I got to do with my channel to get it to where I want it to be. And within that routine, something I did was I created an Excel spreadsheet of all of my timing throughout the day. So I have gym. I go to the gym at like 6:30. I know it's early, but I go to work by 9, so I gotta make sure I'm ready to go. So I go to the gym, and then I'm at work from 9 to 5:30. Come home, I'll cook dinner, then I can record after work. I can edit videos. I can catch a show if I have enough time frame in between, so that helps too. If you're a planner, get an Excel spreadsheet and just put, the time you wake up. I think I made it in hourly increments. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, and so forth on until whatever time I put for bed. So setting a routine can be really great in doing this next year to just keep you on track. My last tip is just to remember the fun times. Remember how fun it was to record your first video, or to sell that first piece of clothing or jewelry because that's your entrepreneur business, or help that person in your nonprofit. Whatever it is, remember that first time feeling, and that is what keeps me going, knowing that I created my first video about Valentine's Day, which is a love holiday, which I am in love, so that fits with my life. But I remember that feeling, I remember that day, and just knowing that people even watched it, people have subscribed from there and have told me they enjoyed it. I hold on to that feeling. And that's what keeps me going on days when I'm like, my channel isn't growing as much as I would hope it would, or as soon as I would hope it would. I have to remember to trust the process. And that's also, I guess, a tip within this, a sub tip, bullet point within this. Trust the process. It's not always going to be the roadmap you have in your head, because there are other factors at play that some are out of your control. So trust your process. Know that you can get there. It may not be in the straight line that you want it. It'll be in curves. That's something I've learned. You have to roll with the speed bumps, not the punches, the speed bumps in life. You have to roll with them because you're going to get over them. That's what matters. So yeah, so my first year on YouTube has been great. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I went for my dream. I mean, that's the theme of 2018. Going for your dream. I want to bring Davenport to the masses. I want to bring makeup, style, and confidence to everyone. Just because you're putting on makeup doesn't mean you're hiding anything. It just means that you are enhancing your style to bring out the confidence within. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified anytime that I upload. And please give this video a thumbs up if you loved it. I really hope you did, and I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. Thank you again, eye catchers. It's been a great year. I'm looking forward to another great one. Love you guys.